Hello, and thanks for clicking on our video. Today I'd like to talk about who we are and what we plan to do. My name is William Fuller, and as you can see, I'm a painter. I've been in the trades for 25 years. My wife, Virginia, she's been in the dental field for 20 years and has also been an office manager. While part-time, still going to college to get her associates in accounting and business management. And we have two small boys, 14 and 9, not too small. But together, we'd like to start a company with some quality tools that we've invented. All right, and I got some notes here. I want to kind of go over, try to touch base about everything I'm going to cover here. Okay, and together with these tools, they're going to make people's jobs so much easier, so much faster. Okay, and let me tell you how we got started. Okay, so one day I come home from work and I've been taping windows and doors all day for 8 hours straight, and in doing so, I'm starting with this roll tape here. Okay, as you see this roll tape, we always have to cover our paper, make sure it doesn't blow up when it gets sprayed, or just cover anything up so it doesn't get paint on it. Okay, and as you see, I was using it all day long, and it never starts with a straight edge. See that? Never starts with a straight edge. So you always have to cut this off. You gotta have a knife or a putty knife or something. You're always doing that. All right, and while you're doing this, you're always pulling. So what happens is you get these cuts on your hands. And this was all day. And this is like 2 days straight. So I had plenty of cuts, and I was tired of the cutting all the pieces all the time. So while I was telling her about this, she's like, "How long have you been painting?" And I'm sitting there thinking, and she's like, "Isn't there anything out there that's on the market that'll help you maybe make it a little faster?" And I thought about it, and it was like, there's nothing out there. Okay, so with a little research, kept looking, and sure, there's nothing out there. So we put our heads together and we invented a tool. And we invented several tools, okay? And what it's going to do is going to make using this roll tape the 1 inch easier. Or if you have this duct tape, everybody uses duct tape. And you know how hard this stuff is to tear, right? Yeah, it's always hard to tear. And it never tears straight. So what we did was design a tool that's going to start with a straight cut every time, okay? And it's not going to be cutting your hand by holding it. And it's also going to be able to fasten to your belt or anything like that to keep it off the ground, to keep it from debris or anything. Because rolls of tapes are expensive. Some rolls cost $7, $8, $9 a piece. Okay, so we got these ideas and we had these tools. So what I did is I made a rough prototype, carved it up out of wood, and along with my sketches, I went to Home Depot where I do a lot of business, and I kind of stood around there and I waited for some people. And as soon as I saw somebody buy a roll tape, it didn't matter who they were. If they were a painter, a homeowner, or just anybody. And as soon as I saw them buy that roll tape, I'd walk up to them and I'd say, "Excuse me, you're buying that roll tape, but there's no tool to help you use that tape." And they'd say, "What do you mean?" I'd say, "Well, look at here. I designed this product." And I show them my sketch. And I say it starts with a straight piece every time. You don't have to keep it in your hand to cut. You don't have to set it down or lose track of it. You always have it. And when I showed it to them, they were amazed. They were impressed. They're like, "Wow, yeah, they don't have any of these things on the shelf, do they?" And I said, "No, they don't offer anything like it." So, and every single one of them were like, I would definitely get one of those with a roll tape. It would make it easier." So I got thinking, I was like, we're on to something. We have to do something here. So I went home. I told my wife about the positive feedback I was getting, and then she said, "Well, maybe we should pursue this." So I thought, okay, let's do this. So, these rolls of tape, the duct tape, this tape, everybody uses tape. A lot of people use the tape. They sell millions and millions of rolls of tape a year. So, well, we have a product that will go with that, okay? And in my notes here, you kind of want to know where we're going to sell this. Well, in my 25 years of being in the trades, I've done a lot of business in a lot of stores, and I made a lot of friends there. And these people have connections. They're not just regular people. These are buyers for their prospective stores, so they have to say in what goes on the shelf and what doesn't. So I approached them with my prototype and my drawings, and I told them about my feedback. And as soon as they saw what I was talking about, they just were amazed. They were just like, "How soon can you get this to me? I mean, this is what we're needing, isn't it?" I said, "Yeah, there's a need for it." So we all agreed there's a need. So Now I have him at Home Depot. Then I have a couple prospective paint supplying stores here that I know very well, and they're very interested too. So it's basically getting the product, okay, and getting started. So what we'll be doing is asking for this money to get started. What we call with you can say the 5 P's. All right. The first P being the prototype, a working prototype. Okay, I've carved one out of wood. I'm pretty good at carving and stuff, and did everything to give you kind of scale. But we need the working prototype, the one that works. Everybody has to have a working prototype. Okay, and with this prototype comes the second P, product. Well, when we submit and when we deal with this plastic manufacturer, they're going to do our working prototype. And when they do this working prototype, they're offering us an incentive to go ahead and get some units at the same time. So if we get units of our own product while they're developing after they develop our prototype, we got something to put on the shelf. So I can approach my buyers. They're going to start putting it on the shelves and things are going to start rolling. So it's going to kind of happen fast. Okay. The second P or the third P is the patent. All right. We have a provisional, but we want to get the full utility. And with that costs a lot of money. I mean, I've been checking out lawyers, and the bottom line lawyer is like $250 an hour for them to write an application for a utility patent, and the average time to write a patent is like 20 hours. So we kind of a lot for that. And there's a lot of illegal mumble jumble and litigation that has to go on with the patent. So we definitely need to get that because these are one of a kind tools nobody offers. We've had some interest, and we decided not to go with the capitalist. We're going to go on our own to create jobs because I've had a business before. I know what it's like to create jobs and help people out and to do it in the communities, without going overseas because I'm not going overseas. Everything's staying right here in the United States. And let's cover the fourth P, all right? Now this is important. This is the pictorial, okay? This is our website. This is one of our main selling points. Our distributors can go there, communicate with us. Our retailers can go there. Homeowners can go there. Pretty much anybody can go there to our website. And then they have all kinds of details. Everything you need that most important websites always have, all right? And the fifth P, okay? This is the personnel, okay? I'm on the ground. I'm going to be the boots on the ground. I'm going to be shaking hands. I know a lot of people are going to be making deals. I'm going to get things done. I'm going to make things happen. But I'm going to need some help too. And my wife, she's more than capable of running everything from the office. That's not the issue. But she might need some help at some time. I'm going to need some help. So we're going to grow. And as you can see, we're going to grow pretty good. And what I mean by that is, let me tell you this here. Okay, just for instance, you realize there's 2,248 Home Depot stores, okay, nationwide. There's 1,830 Lowe's home improvement stores nationwide. There's 4,600 Ace/Aco stores, hardware stores, okay? And there's 3,500 Sherwin-Williams painting supply stores, okay? Now, if you add that up, that's a total of 12,178 stores, okay? And think of Walmart. Think about all the other stores that I didn't mention. There's plenty out there, okay? Everybody and anybody that buys roll tape would be buying this product. And anybody that sells roll tape will be selling our product. That's our hopes. That's our dreams, okay? So if you think about that, that's a lot of potential there, okay? And this isn't some sort of pipe dream. I mean, this is an actual need. This is a product that has a need. So what we need is to kind of get people involved to help us get it off the ground and get the startup money, because as everybody knows, when you start a company, there's legal fees. Everybody faces them. Okay, and with that, we're going to be a seller, so we need to get these seller permits with all these cities. And like I said, if you round that out, there's like 12,000 stores there. Whether we have to get a permit for every single city, I don't know. Maybe there's a few more stores in each city, I don't know. But we don't have to go too extreme. But you get the gist of where we're going here. So what we want to do is be able to produce our quality tools right here in the United States, sell them throughout, and then if we get big enough, we can also build factories to expand, across the United States. I mean, if there's a state somewhere where manufacturing has gone out the window and the economy is bust, and we're right in there, and we have a market in there, I'd be a fool not to go there to produce jobs. And that's what we're going to do here. We're going to strive from from the inside out, building jobs in America. And I think with your help, getting us off the ground, we can definitely get pretty far. So I'm hoping that you can help, and if you can't help, maybe you can share the link, that link down there. That goes pretty much anywhere you can put it, you know. So nowadays, and like I said, I appreciate you sitting through this. I'm not the most camera-friendly person, and I was just trying to cover all my bases. I hope I did, and if I didn't, you'll have the email link there. You can ask us any questions you like. So, and like I said, feel free, ask, and I really appreciate your time and your support, you know. And we're going to try to offer some cool perks. There's not too much we can offer because we're a startup, but you know, once things get going, you never know what's going to happen. And we are ones to give back. You know, we volunteer a lot and we help out a lot, and we're always constantly giving. And now it's kind of like our time to kind of ask, and it's been really hard to even sit here in front of this camera and ask people for this. You know, we try to work really hard for what we have, and lately it's been a struggle. So now we want to secure our future and a lot of other people's future without being these big capitalists that just doesn't care about employees, just thinks they're just a number. No, everybody that's ever going to work for me is going to know me personally. It's going to know my wife personally, going to know my family, because you're going to be my family, and we're going to take care of you. We're not going to push you to the side. You know, if there's issues, we're going to look out for you, no matter what. Why? Because we're Americans, and this is America. This is what we do. We look out for each other. So, and I'd like to say thanks again for watching, and any support, be thankful, and thanks again for your time.